What happens when belief turns into blind obedience and paradise becomes hell? This is the story of Jonestown. Before we dive into the disturbing depths of the Jonestown massacre, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next chilling story. It began with a dream, a vision of a utopia, a paradise on earth where equality, peace, and unity reigned supreme. The man behind this vision was Jim Jones, a charismatic preacher who built his following on promises of social justice, racial equality, and a better life for those forgotten by society. His movement, the People's Temple. To many he was a messiah, a man who gave the downtrodden hope, and for a time, it seemed he truly was. The People's Temple flourished, gathering thousands of followers. But behind those smiles, something much darker was brewing. In 1974, Jones's paranoia began to grow. He spoke of enemies lurking in the shadows, of a government plot to destroy his utopia. And so, in a move that would seal the fate of his followers, he led over 900 of them to the remote jungles of Guyana where Jonestown was born. They arrived with hope, ready to build a new life. But it didn't take long for the cracks to show. At first glance, Jonestown seemed like paradise, self-sufficient, peaceful, and isolated from the outside world. But beneath the surface, fear and control were the tools Jones used to keep his grip tight. His voice echoed day and night over the compound's loudspeakers. There was no escape from his watchful eye. As conditions worsened, with food becoming scarce and punishments growing more severe, it became clear that Jonestown was less of a paradise and more of a prison. By 1978, whispers of abuse, starvation, and forced labor reached the outside world. Congressman Leo Ryan decided to investigate. On November 17th, he and a group of journalists arrived in Jonestown, and what they found seemed almost too perfect. Jones put on a show. A celebration was thrown in Ryan's honor with smiling faces and joyful songs, but behind the smiles, there was desperation. Several followers secretly passed notes begging for help, pleading to escape. The next day, as Ryan and his group prepared to leave, things took a violent turn. Jones's paranoia had reached its peak. Armed guards from Jonestown ambushed the group at the nearby airstrip, killing Congressman Ryan and several others. It was the first time a sitting U.S. congressman had been assassinated in the line of duty. But for the people still in Jonestown, this was only the beginning of their nightmare. Knowing the end was near, Jones gathered his followers for a final white night. He convinced them that the U.S. government was coming to take their paradise away, and that there was only one way out, through revolutionary suicide. One by one, over 900 men, women, and children drank the poisoned Kool-Aid, falling into eternal silence. The death toll was unimaginable, a sea of bodies in the jungle, forever marking Jonestown as one of the most horrific cult tragedies in history. The massacre left behind a legacy of pain, horror, and questions that still echo through history. How could one man have wielded such power over so many? How did paradise turn into a nightmare? The story of Jonestown serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of blind faith and the destructive power of charismatic leaders. In the name of paradise, over 900 lives were lost, all because of one man's twisted vision. If you found this story gripping, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime tales that will leave you questioning reality itself.